Hello, today is the anniversary of the day in 1853 when the first adult was carried through the air on a flight. The plane or the glider or the parachute, it looked very different from our modern aeroplane, was invented by Sir George Cayley, who had a whole list of extraordinary inventions to his name. And he discovered the rules that go along with flight, the principles of it, many years ahead of others. It was 50 years before the Wright brothers motorized flight took place. And this flight on this day in 1853 was in Yorkshire, Brompton Dale, and the aeroplane was pulled, some say by a horse, some say by labourers, but pulled fast downhill so that it took off, and it travelled 800 yards across the Dale and landed safely. The passenger was John Appleby. Some say he was George Cayley's butler, probably more likely his chauffeur, but the thing that interests me is what persuaded John Appleby to take this risk. And why didn't George Cayley do it himself? Well, the answer to that may be that George Cayley was 80, but then John Appleby was 79, so there wasn't much difference there. And he clearly trusted George Cayley and put his life in danger by agreeing to be the passenger and indeed the driver of this newfangled vehicle. It led me to think about the whole business of trust and why we trust people. I mean, clearly here there was an employer-employee relationship which may have had some influence on John Appleby's decision to say yes, although I expect when he was the age he was and having worked for Cayley for a very long time, he would have been in a position to say no had he wanted to. But he clearly either respected George Cayley's inventive abilities, he'd seen other things that he'd done work, or perhaps also he had got to know George Cayley sufficiently well to know that he wouldn't be asking this of him unless he was pretty sure that it would be safe. And so John Appleby says yes, and the successful first flight takes place. I think trust is really important in life. Some of us trust too much. We can verging on the gullible. Others don't trust enough. We don't trust people because we don't think they'll do things the way we would want them done, or we don't think that they're a safe pair of hands, or we just like to be in control ourselves. But there is something really satisfying and beautiful about a situation where we really trust ourselves to someone else and they fulfill their trust absolutely. They really care for us, or they really keep a secret, or whatever it is that we've trusted them with, in a way that enables us to feel really cared for and loved. And so today I'm just going to reassess my relationships and just hope that I'm trusting it with the right sort of balance between trusting too much and not trusting enough. Because if we can get that balance right, if we can really allow the relationships that we have to be really trusting ones, that can be enormously satisfying and beautiful thing to experience. It enhances not only our lives, but the life of the person we've trusted.